So let's take a second to really think about your business idea. Now, what exactly is your business idea? Are you trying to open up an apparel company? Are you currently a construction worker and you want to open up your own general contracting firm? What exactly is your business idea? So while you're thinking about this, when you have a clear and concise answer to this question, write it down. That's going to be essentially your first assignment. Next is, what market are you in? And think of, big market as, as it relates to like the gross domestic product, or the GDP. So are you in apparel? Apparel is a part of fashion. Are you, or product and services? Think about what market you're in. And I want you to start to think about who are the big name competitors in that market. And, think big, but you can also think local. So, if you're trying to open an apparel company, maybe you're competing with Nike. If it's sports apparel, is it affordable, clothing? Are you competing with Fashion Nova? Maybe there's a local business, in your area. Are you competing with a chain store? So think about what industry you're in and start to get an idea of who you might be competing against. Next, start to think about who your target audience is. And I have a lesson dedicated to this in week 1, but really start to think about who your ideal customer is. Now, these ideas, everything that you are going to think about, and all these answers that you should be coming up with to these questions, write them down, and we're going to go through each one of these things in week 1. Now let's think about your mission statement. And the reason why I put this at the very beginning is because a lot of times we have great ideas, but when we have to actually think about our mission statement, it is probably one of the hardest things to do. And this is not your slogan. This is going to be a few sentences. You might not actually advertise what your mission statement is, but it might be on your homepage or on the About Us page on your website. So a mission statement is a concise summary of an organization's purpose, values, and goals. It serves as a guide to help the organization make decisions and communicate its identity and objectives to its stakeholders. Now, when I say stakeholders, I mean, other businesses that you might be in business with, your suppliers, and stakeholders also mean your customers and potential customers. Now, here are some steps to follow when writing a mission statement. Start by defining your organization's purpose. What does it exist to do? What problems does it solve? And what needs does it meet? Why are people buying your product? Identify your organization's core values. These are principles that guide your organization's behavior and decision making. So maybe your core value is to be sustainable, to be affordable, things along those lines. Next, you're going to define your organization's goals. What does it hope to achieve? How does it measure success? So some businesses measure success by their bottom line, by their profit. Some other people will measure success based on, is my business a household name? Next, write a draft of your mission statement that incorporates these elements. Keep it concise and memorable, meaning get to the point in 1 or 2 sentences. You're going to refine your draft, review it with key stakeholders, and seek their input. So if you have a network of friends, maybe other entrepreneurs, or anybody that you think is a good writer, feel free to show this draft to them if you feel comfortable doing that. Now, you're going to continue to revise your mission statement, until it accurately reflects your organization's purpose, values, and goals. And maybe it's my ADHD, but I've probably rewritten the mission statements for each of my businesses a dozen times before I found the one that I liked. Next, you're going to finalize your mission statement and communicate it to all stakeholders, employees, customers, partners. Essentially, you're going to publish it to your website. An example of a mission statement is, our mission is to empower people to live healthier lives by providing high-quality, affordable healthcare services. We are guided by our core values of compassion, excellence, and integrity. We strive to achieve our goals of improving patient outcomes, reducing healthcare costs, and enhancing the overall well-being of our communities. So based on this mission statement, I can already tell that this is probably a hospital or a nursing home. It's some sort of healthcare facility. It says healthcare in the mission statement, but I know exactly their purpose, who they're targeting, and why they are in existence. I know the problems that they are solving. They are improving patient outcomes. They're reducing healthcare costs. It's all right there in just a couple of sentences. So I recommend keeping your mission statement around 2 sentences. 3 sentences in this case was perfect, but clear and concise.